Well, hello there and happy Wednesday. Hopefully your week is going great. So happy to have you joining me here with our weekend review this week. So let's start it off with some chill news. And the latest episode on the Chill Business Journey is episode 86, where we continue the conversation in our series on visuals on social. And we talk about Camtasia and Snagit. These are two tools that are released by TechSmith. And so they're tools that we use every week. We don't use them daily like Canva that we talked about last week, but we do use them multiple times a week. So head on over to chilldigitalmarketing.com/86 to learn all about Camtasia and Snagit. Two really useful tools in my opinion, at least. We'd also love to have you join us in our free Facebook group, the Chill Collaborative for DIY Marketing. And that's where we continue those conversations from the Chill Business Journey. So look for that on Facebook. You can search for it or go to our Chill Digital Marketing page and you can find the groups there. So let's dive into our news this week. In Facebook, they are expanding their assistance to help more people get vaccinated against COVID. And so this expansion is things like tools showing where and when to go get vaccinated, expanding the COVID Information Center to Instagram, and also expanding the WhatsApp functionality to get people registered for vaccines. They're also adding vaccine labels for WHO content, so the World Health Organization, and real-time aggregate vaccination trends that public officials and think of public health departments can use to support equitable distribution of the vaccines. They have also launched a new corporate human rights policy along with a fund to support human rights defenders globally. So that's something that they're doing in their Goodwill department. And also in honor of Women's History Month, they are showcasing 5 women that have supported thousands within their community and globally during these trying times with the pandemic. So definitely go read about those women. And then they're also improving the ways that they're keeping groups safe on their platform. So one thing they're doing is they are removing civic and political groups from the recommended feature. It's not that they're removing them from the site, just that they're not going to show up in recommendations. The groups can still be searched for and friends can invite friends to the groups. They're also going to be restricting the reach of rule-breaking groups and members. So admins and moderators are going to need to temporarily approve all posts within the group when a substantial number of members have violated Facebook's policy. What a substantial number is, I don't know. They didn't say, but that's something that you need to be aware of, especially if you're an administrator or moderator for a group. And then if the admins and moderators continually approve violating content within a group, then that whole group has the potential to be taken down. So again, if you're an administrator or moderator of groups that might have questionable messaging, be careful. And then if you'd like to read up on ways that the Facebook is adhering to EU law regarding data transfer, you can snag that link on our site. That's going to be at chilldigitalmarketing.com/weekend review. They've also expanded how creators on the platform can monetize their content with more video ad options. So now short form videos can have ads placed in them. So monetization for the creators as well as more placement options for advertisers. And they're also accelerating fan support. So think about those stars that fans can buy and then give to creators that they follow. They've also filed a motion to dismiss the FTC's antitrust lawsuit against them. So only time will tell to see how that plays out. With more people working remotely, Facebook has shared some tips on how to keep your business account safe. So think of things like using a business email when operating for your business on the platform, turning on 2-factor authentication so that you know you are the one logging into your account. Also turning on notifications. Not sure how much I like that one. I get way too many notifications in a day, so I'm probably going to leave those off. Monitoring your ads and spending, so making sure someone hasn't hacked in there and gotten your ad account information, I guess. Logging out regularly from the site. How many of us log in and love the functionality of just typing in the URL and boom, you're in your account? So they recommend logging out regularly. And they also have some guidance on how to regularly monitor your personal accounts. So you can read up on all of those. And if you want to get some tips on going live on Facebook and Instagram, they've got 12 tips you can check out as well that they talked about this week. In the Instagram part of the Facebook universe, they have published a new parents guide that lists the safety tools and privacy settings that you can oversee if you're a parent of your teenagers and younger kids on the platform. Right now it's available in the US, Argentina, Brazil, India, Indonesia, Japan, Mexico, and Singapore. And one new feature is not allowing adults to DM anyone under 18 who doesn't already follow them. So think of predator situation. They can't go out and try to get in the DMs of under 18 minors. In Twitter news, they shared 4 ways that you can connect with customers that don't tag you. So maybe someone's leaving a review for your service and product and they don't tag your handle in the tweet. So you can monitor your brand name or other keywords, keep an eye on key trends, keep an eye on your competitors, and encourage mentions using that @ symbol with your business name so that your handle gets pulled in there. Get ready because Twitter Spaces is about to open up to everyone next month, or at least that is their goal. No official word on a date, but they are aiming for opening up Twitter Spaces, which is their Clubhouse take on their platform to everyone. I believe Android users and limited Android users have been the ones that have had access so far. You can now turn off DM responses to fleets, so you don't get a bunch of notifications and DMs for fleets, which are their 24-hour go away bye-bye tweets. So it's available for Android right now, coming soon to iOS. And it also appears that full-sized images are going to show up in the timeline instead of cropped images and in the planners so that you can see exactly how the post is going to look. And that's going to benefit those posts that have portrait orientation in their tweets. In Pinterest news, they have also updated how they're combating misinformation on their platform as it pertains to the pandemic. Apparently, this is a problem across all platforms, so they're all stepping up and creating these kind of resources and tools and uses of how they're going to handle misinformation. They are also expanding their skin tone range to 13 more countries. If you recall last year, that was how you can do things with beauty products based on your skin tone color to pick the right combinations and products. And it goes without saying that Pinterest is a platform that is used by a lot of users for planning. And with the end of the pandemic tunnel coming, it's still far away and like a pinpoint dot out there, but we are seeing this speck of light at the end of the tunnel. People are starting to, plan for things like their next house party or dinner party or what they're going to wear to a friend's wedding, traveling. So future me boards are up 165% and future life boards are up 265%. So if your business has anything to do with kind of future plans that people can make sure you're taking advantage of that on the platform. In LinkedIn, they're offering a new campaign planning template that's going to help you optimize your paid campaigns on their platform. Check that free tool out. And they also share 5 tips from their marketing labs on generating leads on LinkedIn. With YouTube, there is now a new step when you are uploading your videos to your YouTube channel, and it's called checks. And what this feature is doing is automatically screening your uploads for copyright claims and ad suitability restrictions. So that's like another little step in that timeline as you're uploading your videos. So check that out if you are a YouTube user and see how that's going to work for you. In TikTok news, they are all over South by Southwest this week. It started yesterday, I believe, and there are several sessions that TikTok is hosting and putting on. So if you are tuning into that virtual event, look for the TikTok. presentations. They've also partnered with Logitech to create the Song Breaker Awards. Now, these came out ahead of the Grammys this past weekend, but it's a way that they are going to be recognizing the creators that have propelled some of these artists that were nominated for Grammys. So check that out. And they also have created a new business tips and resource guides to help businesses on their platform. I believe last week I announced they're having a summit coming up, so check that out on how businesses can use the platform. And they're also expanding ad safety with their agreement with Open Slate. And this is a partnership that will support ads in the US, Australia, Canada, and the UK. And it gives TikTok advertisers more control over which type of content their ads can and cannot be shown with. It's a really cool tool. Glad it's here in the US. In Clubhouse news, they announced a new Creator First Accelerator program that's going to help with things like equipment, guests, promotions, and more, like really how to help those creators blossom on that platform. And you can now have links in your profile instead of just being limited to your Instagram and Twitter handles. In this week's Allyship segment of the week, I came across a monthly subscription box called Black Owned Business Box. So if you sign up for this subscription, it has a low monthly pricing of $49.95 per month. You could do an individual box for $59.95. So you get a discount if you go on the subscription plan. And they include 4 to 6 full-size products that are made by Black-owned businesses. So you can get the link to the Black Box subscription as well as all the other news in this week's news at chilleddigitalmarketing.com/weekend review. Alrighty, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend, my friends. Bye-bye for now.